God says, "Listen to me now, for I am speaking directly into the depths of your spirit." This is not a coincidence. It is not random. You are reading this because heaven has called your name, and it has been written in the book of divine remembrance. The moment your name was spoken in the courts of heaven, the atmosphere around you began to shift. Angels paused. Trumpets were silenced. Even Archangel Michael looked toward the throne because God Himself spoke your name. But He did not speak it in calmness, He spoke it in urgency. He said, "Why are they drifting away from me when I have called them for such a divine purpose?" His voice thundered, not in anger to destroy, but in holy disappointment that the one He chose has forgotten how close heaven stands beside them. Beloved one, you are not forgotten. But something has reached heaven that has stirred God's heart in deep concern. Your name was mentioned before angels because there are battles you do not see, people plotting in silence, shadows whispering your name not in love but in jealousy. Yet before their words even reached the ground, heaven reacted. God said, "This one belongs to me." But He is also angry, not because He wants to punish you, but because you keep doubting the greatness that He has already placed within you. You keep letting fear rule moments that were meant to be ruled by faith. You keep letting pain from yesterday silence the promise that is screaming inside you today. The angels have been watching. Every tear you cried has been recorded. Every time you almost gave up, heaven marked it. God saw when you sat quietly, pretending to be fine while your heart screamed for help. He saw the betrayal that crushed your trust. He saw the hands that promised to protect you but secretly worked against you. He saw it all, and He waited for this moment to speak. He says, "I am not far away from you. I have been right beside you, but you stopped talking to me." God says, "I need you to open your heart right now because something is being written in the spirit realm. You are being called to a divine position. Heaven has decided to elevate you. But before that happens, I must cleanse what has been contaminating your spirit. You cannot go higher carrying bitterness, doubt, or fear. This is why He is angry, not with hatred, but because you keep settling in places beneath your destiny. You keep allowing the words of men to define what heaven already declared. You keep choosing worry when you were designed to walk in victory. Listen carefully. Heaven has seen your name on two lists. One written by darkness, trying to bring confusion, and one written by light, sealed by the blood of the Lamb. The battle for your name has been fierce. Demons have tried to use your past to block your future. They whisper accusations to heaven's court, saying you are not worthy. But Jesus stands, lifting His hand and saying, "This one is mine." Still, God wants you to understand the urgency. Your obedience now will decide what happens next. You have to open this message not with your eyes only, but with your soul. Because within it, God is trying to redirect your path. He says, "Stop fighting battles I never asked you to fight. Stop chasing approval from those who don't understand your calling. Stop apologizing for your light. There are people pretending to support you, yet secretly jealous of what heaven gave you. That is why God says, I will separate them. I will expose intentions. I will show you who was for you and who was against you. Do not be surprised when certain people fade away. This is divine surgery. Right now, Archangel Michael is standing beside you. You may not see him, but the air around you carries a quiet strength because his presence is near. He is holding a sword of truth, protecting you from invisible attacks. You were supposed to lose something this month, but heaven intervened. You were supposed to fall into a trap, but the angel of the Lord redirected your steps. God says, my mercy blocked what the enemy planned. That's why he wants your attention tonight, because the same forces that tried to harm you are planning again, but this time heaven will strike first. God says, you have been chosen for a purpose that goes beyond your understanding. The delay you are feeling is not denial, it is divine rearrangement. I am setting the stage for something bigger. But before that happens, I am shaking what cannot stand. That shaking might feel like loss. It might look like heartbreak. It might sound like confusion. But it is not punishment. It is preparation. Heaven never removes something unless it plans to replace it with something greater. Child of God, you need to pray now. You need to lift your hands and say, God, I receive your correction. I receive your mercy. I receive your protection. Because something is shifting even as you read this. The anger of God is not to destroy you, it is to awaken you. You have allowed too many distractions. You have ignored too many signs. You keep saying I will pray later. But God says, later is too late. Heaven's clock is ticking. Before midnight, something in the spirit realm will move in your favor, but only if you surrender your hesitation. You have angels assigned to you, but they can only act when your faith aligns with heaven's order. Do not be afraid of the storm that is forming. It is not meant to drown you but to reveal you. Even now, people who doubted you are about to witness a reversal. God will turn your humiliation into honor, your rejection into recognition. The reason heaven is calling your name is because you are meant to carry light in a dark time. You are not ordinary, even though you've convinced yourself otherwise. Every hardship was training. Every tear was watering a seed. Every betrayal was pushing you closer to your purpose. God says, you thought you were losing, but I was rearranging the board. He wants you to stop questioning whether He still loves you. If He didn't love you, He would have remained silent. Silence from heaven is abandonment, but the fact that you're receiving this message means you're still chosen, still protected, still deeply loved. God says, my anger is but for a moment, but my favor lasts a lifetime. What you are going through right now may look like punishment, but it is simply purification. You cannot step into a royal destiny with a wounded spirit. That's why He keeps breaking what you try to build without Him. He keeps closing doors that are beneath your level. You think it's rejection, but it's redirection. Listen, heaven is not angry because you failed, heaven is angry because you stopped believing you could rise again. You stopped expecting miracles. You stopped talking to your angels. You let fear become your prayer language. But God says, I am reigniting your faith. I am lighting a fire inside you that no darkness can extinguish. There is a hidden book in heaven that holds the record of your divine assignments. Every time you choose obedience over fear, a new line is written. Tonight, a page turns. Archangel Michael has written something beside your name, ready for divine release. That means within days, an event will unfold that looks unexpected but is spiritually orchestrated. It may come through a conversation, a message, or a financial breakthrough, but it will confirm that heaven has moved on your behalf. God says, do not delay your obedience. Do not wait for proof. Move by faith. Because while you wait for visible signs, heaven is already preparing invisible miracles. Someone is about to speak your name in a room you've never entered. Someone is about to think of you with favor. Someone will remember you for a blessing, not a burden. But God warns, do not tell everyone what I am doing. Some blessings require silence. Some victories require privacy. The more you protect your spirit, the louder heaven will defend you. You do not need to fight back against those who misunderstand you. The Lord says, vengeance is mine. I will repay. You just need to stay pure, stay humble, stay alert. God's anger is divine passion. It is the fire that melts what cannot remain. When He burns away your comfort zones, it is not to leave you empty, it is to fill you with divine power. You are entering a spiritual season where distractions will fall off. People will walk away. Opportunities will shift. But through it all, His hand will guide you. God says, you are about to see why I delayed certain things. I am protecting your name from premature exposure. If I had blessed you when you wanted, it would have destroyed you. But now, you are ready. Heaven rejoices when you return to alignment. God says, the moment you open your mouth in surrender, I will remove the storm clouds hovering over you. I will restore your peace. I will send unexpected provision. I will place divine people around you who carry light, not jealousy. This is your moment of awakening. Heaven has paused for you. The angels are listening to your next word. Speak faith. Speak gratitude. Speak surrender. Because your words right now are writing your next chapter, God says, my child, I am not against you. I am fighting for you. But I need you to fight with me, not against me. You have no idea how many times the enemy tried to destroy you in secret. How many traps were set that never reached you because Michael blocked them. How many plans were written against your success that were erased before sunrise. Every delay, every confusion, every heartbreak was meant to distract you from this moment. But you are here. That means heaven still expects greatness from you. God's anger is not the end, it is the beginning of a deeper intimacy. So now, close your eyes for a second and whisper, God, I'm sorry for doubting you. I'm ready. Because the moment you do, something will shift around you. You might feel warmth. You might feel peace. That is heaven confirming that your name, once mentioned in divine anger, has now been sealed again in divine mercy. Heaven is watching you tonight. Angels are on assignment. God's hand is stretched out toward you. You are not too late. You are not too far. The fact that this message reached you is proof you are still chosen, still protected, still loved. Now rise. Pray. Believe. Because the story heaven is writing for you is only beginning. God says, I have been watching you, my child, and I have seen the heaviness in your heart, the confusion in your thoughts, and the silence that has wrapped around your soul like a shadow. You do not know what is being spoken of you in the heavens right now, but I am telling you this truth. Your name has been mentioned in my courts above. The angels have carried your name before me, and it has caused both trembling and glory to fill the halls of heaven. You may think you are forgotten, unseen, or too far gone, but I, the Lord your God, have placed my eyes upon you again. Something has been written concerning you, and I need you to open your heart before it is too late. You must understand, this is not just another moment. This is divine timing. There is something sacred and urgent moving around you, the kind of shift that heaven itself pauses to witness. I am angry not because I hate you, but because you have delayed too long. I have sent you signs. I have whispered through dreams. I have sent you tears that you could not explain. And you brushed them away thinking they were random. My child, those tears were my spirit weeping through you, trying to awaken you before the hour struck. You have been chosen, and the angels have debated your destiny because you keep standing on the edge between surrender and resistance. Do not let this message pass you by. For every second you hesitate, the enemy tries to write his lies over what I have written in heaven. But his ink is powerless when you finally say, Yes, Lord, I trust you. Heaven and hell have both watched you closely. I have seen your sleepless nights, your prayers that fade into the dark, your silent apologies, your longing to be loved purely. I have heard the way you whisper my name when no one else can hear. You think it does not matter, but those whispers have moved mountains. Yet I am angry, because you have doubted the very light I placed within you. You have believed voices that told you that you were unworthy, voices that said you failed me, voices that said your time was over. None of those came from me. My anger is not to destroy you, it is to wake you. I am shaking everything that was meant to keep you asleep. Every delay, every rejection, every broken connection is not punishment, it is purification. I am removing everything that cannot stand in the glory that is coming for you. Listen carefully. Your name has been spoken by the angels in the court of heaven, and the record keeper of eternity has paused over your book. They have asked me, Lord, shall we close this chapter or open a new one? And I have declared, wait. Give my child one more chance to open the message, to look up, to hear my call before the time closes. You do not know how much mercy has been stretched on your behalf. I have sent Archangel Michael to stand near your life, to protect you from unseen harm, and even he has been wounded holding back what was meant to destroy you. He has not left your side, even when you felt completely alone. My child, do you remember the moment you almost gave up? That moment you thought it would be easier to disappear than to keep trying? You felt a strange warmth, a sudden stillness, a whisper saying, "Hold on just a little longer." That was not coincidence. That was me. That was heaven intervening in your story. You were seconds away from a spiritual collapse, but I pulled you back. You are still alive because heaven refused to let go of you, and yet, you still doubt. You still hesitate to open your heart fully. You think I will not understand what you've done, but I saw it all before you even did it. I saw your mistakes, your weaknesses, your anger, your shame, and still I wrote your name among the chosen. You keep trying to earn what I've already given you, my forgiveness. You keep punishing yourself for things I have already forgotten. My anger is not because you failed, it is because you keep living like you are unworthy of my mercy. Child, the heavens tremble right now because the time of decision is near. You must decide to trust me fully. You must stop delaying the calling that has been echoing around your spirit. Every time you postpone your surrender, you delay blessings that are already waiting for you. There are angels standing beside treasures meant for your name, waiting for your faith to unlock them. You are not waiting on me anymore, I am waiting on you. You have said many times, God, if you are real, show me. I have shown you through people who came unexpectedly to help you, through signs you could not explain, through a strength that rose in you when you thought you had nothing left. You have survived things that others would not have survived. Do you really believe that was luck? No. It was divine protection. Every near miss, every close call, every time the plan failed at the last second, that was me saying, not yet, my child, I am not done with you. But you must not ignore this moment. You must open your heart now, before the clock strikes midnight in your spirit. There is something written in the next season of your life that requires your obedience today. Do not harden your heart. My spirit is speaking clearly, forgiveness is coming, but you must let go of guilt. Healing is coming, but you must release your pride. Abundance is coming, but you must stop fearing lack. I have already prepared what you have prayed for, but you are holding on to things that block the flow. I see your struggles, the hidden ones no one else sees. The silent financial burden, the relationships that broke you, the people who promised to stay and left without warning. I saw the night you begged me to prove I hadn't abandoned you. And when you woke up the next day with breath in your lungs and the sun touching your face, that was my answer, I never left. You just stopped looking for me in the small miracles. Now, open your eyes again. I am not far away in the clouds, I am right here, closer than your heartbeat. I am watching every move you make, not in judgment, but in love. Every time you think I am silent, I am working behind the curtain. You cannot see it yet, but threads are being woven in your favor. People are being positioned. Resources are being released. Your name is being whispered in rooms that you have not yet entered. You will soon see doors open that you didn't even knock on, because your destiny has been authorized by heaven. Do you know what happens when I mention a name in heaven? The atmosphere changes. Angels gather. Records are opened. And when your name was mentioned, light filled the throne room. But then a shadow appeared, the shadow of your fear. And I grew angry, not because of the fear itself, but because fear is lying to my beloved creation. Fear keeps you away from everything I have prepared. So I sent this message to you as an interruption of that fear. This message is your divine wake-up call. You must pray tonight. Do not delay. When you speak my name in sincerity, the heavens will respond instantly. The moment your lips whisper, God, I trust you, you will feel something shift in the air around you. That is not imagination. That is the sound of heaven realigning your destiny. You will see how quickly everything begins to move once you surrender. What was delayed will be released. What was hidden will be revealed. What was dead will breathe again. Your life has not been a series of coincidences, it has been a carefully orchestrated path. Even your pain had purpose. The people who hurt you unknowingly helped push you toward your divine calling. The betrayals that left you shattered were the same moments I used to separate you from things that were blocking your blessings. I was never punishing you, I was protecting you, but now the protection must turn into preparation. You are stepping into the next level, and that is why the spiritual war around you has intensified. The enemy senses that something monumental is about to be released in your life, and he is terrified. That is why the attacks have been so personal lately. That is why you felt emotionally exhausted and spiritually heavy. You are not weak. You are in transition. The closer you get to your breakthrough, the more pressure you feel. But hold on, the pressure means you are almost there. Do not fear my anger, for even my anger is filled with love. When I shake your world, it is not to destroy you but to rebuild you stronger. When I remove people, it is not rejection, it is redirection. When I close doors, it is not denial, it is divine timing. I am aligning your destiny with what you prayed for, even if it doesn't look like what you expected. This is your confirmation. The delay you are in right now is about to end. Within days, you will sense a major shift. You will notice how peace suddenly returns to your soul, how the tension in your spirit begins to ease, how unexpected favor starts showing up. Those are not coincidences, they are heaven's signatures that the court has ruled in your favor. Your name has been cleared. The accusations that were spiritually filed against you have been overturned. The moment you open this message and believe, angels are being dispatched to deliver what has been withheld, but you must act. You must trust me even when you don't see the full plan. Stop trying to control what only I can control. Lay it down, the worry, the pain, the questions. I am the author of your story, and no human hand can rewrite what I have written. You think you've lost too much time, but I can restore in one moment what years of struggle took. God says, my child, I am calling you right now because heaven has spoken your name, and the echo of it has stirred the entire realm of light. Angels have turned their eyes toward you, and even the winds have whispered your name before my throne. But I must tell you the truth, I, your Lord, am not pleased with how far you have drifted from the purpose I have designed for you. You have been chosen, yet you walk as if you are forgotten. You have been blessed, yet you live as though you are cursed. I have been watching, waiting, and protecting you even when your heart was full of doubts, but now the time has come for you to understand. I am very angry not because I hate you, but because I love you deeply and I see what is coming your way if you do not awaken now, my beloved. Do you understand what it means when your name is mentioned in heaven? It means you are part of a divine conversation, that the angels, the saints, and even the archangels are discussing your destiny. It means you are seen, known, and marked for something extraordinary. But lately, I have seen how you've been ignoring the soft signs, the inner voice, the repeated numbers, the dreams that woke you in the middle of the night, and the strange coincidences that were meant to guide you. Every sign was a message, every whisper was my call. Yet you dismissed it, thinking it was just chance. My child, I am telling you now, this is not chance, this is your divine moment. The heavens are opened, and your name is written in fire. The angels have spoken it aloud because something in the spirit realm is shifting, and your destiny is being reviewed. You are not an ordinary soul wandering aimlessly, you are one of my chosen vessels. And I, your Creator, have invested too much light, too much grace, and too much protection over your life for you to throw it away by living in fear, guilt, or hesitation. Do you know how many times Archangel Michael has stood before your enemies, blocking the attacks they planned against your name? Do you know how many times your guardian angel has wept seeing you doubt your worth while heaven was celebrating your purpose? There were nights when darkness surrounded your bed, whispering lies that you were forgotten, but I, the Lord, was standing right beside you, watching over your breath, ensuring your heart did not stop beating. You are alive today because heaven refused to lose you, yet now I must speak urgently. Your name being mentioned in heaven means you are being discussed for divine judgment and divine elevation at the same time. There is a battle between light and darkness, and you are at the center. The angels are saying, Father, we have fought for them, we have kept them safe. But I, the Lord, am saying, then why are they still ignoring me? Why do they keep closing their eyes when I send messages to awaken them? My anger is not destruction, my anger is divine urgency. It means I am shaking everything around you so that what cannot be shaken may remain. you have been delaying obedience. You have been pushing away the very blessing that was supposed to transform your life. I have sent you dreams, people, warnings, and divine signs, but you have been distracted by things that do not matter. You have looked for answers in people when the voice of God was right inside you. I am not angry because you failed. I am angry because you forgot that you are powerful beyond measure when you walk with me. I am angry because you keep begging for what I already gave you. I am angry because you keep crying for help while ignoring my instructions. My child, the angels are trembling now because heaven's book of names is open. Your name is glowing, but there are forces trying to dim it. The enemy knows how close you are to a major breakthrough, so he has tried to cover your light with guilt, shame, and confusion. But I am saying this to you now: do not let the enemy deceive you. You are still mine. My anger does not cancel my love. My discipline does not erase your destiny. I am speaking now because I still believe in you, because I still have a plan for you, and because there is still time to make it right. I want you to stop right now and think about how many times I saved you when you didn't even know you were in danger. Remember the accidents that didn't happen. Remember the people who turned against you but failed to destroy you. Remember the sudden changes that didn't make sense. They were all divine interventions. Every delay, every rejection, every heartbreak was designed to redirect you to me. But you kept running toward people instead of falling to your knees in prayer. My beloved, I am calling you again. Heaven's gates are open over you, but I cannot pour new blessings into hands that are still holding old pain. I am ready to release abundance, healing, and peace, but you must release resentment, doubt, and fear. You keep asking me to show you a sign, but I have given you thousands. You are reading this now because this is the sign. I allowed this message to reach you at this exact moment because heaven has reached its limit of patience. Archangel Michael has spoken your name before me. He said, Father, we must not lose them. They are chosen. They are meant to lead, to heal, to change lives. And I said, then they must listen now. That's why this message comes with urgency. Do not ignore it. Do not postpone it. Do not wait for another sign. This is your moment to surrender fully, to drop to your knees, to ask forgiveness, to declare that you are ready to walk in obedience again. When I say I am angry, it is not because I want to harm you, it is because I want to awaken you. I see the traps being set around you. I see the people who smile before you but curse your name in secret. I see the hidden plans designed to block your elevation. I have been exposing them one by one, but you must stay close to me to recognize what is real and what is deception. The enemy can no longer harm you unless you give him access through fear, laziness, or disobedience. My anger is a sacred fire meant to burn away what keeps you stuck. I will shake your surroundings if I must, remove people if I must, break patterns if I must, but I will not let you be lost. You belong to me. Your name is engraved in my palm, and every time I move, I feel you. That is how deeply I care for you. You keep wondering why certain things suddenly fall apart, why relationships end, why doors close. It is not rejection, it is divine protection. When heaven mentions your name, everything around you begins to rearrange according to your purpose. Some people cannot go with you into the next season. Some places can no longer hold your energy. Some habits must die before your new life begins. That is why things feel chaotic, because heaven is preparing your elevation. Do not mistake my silence for absence. Even when you cannot hear me, I am working behind the scenes. Even when your prayers seem unanswered, I am aligning your destiny. Every tear you cried in secret is recorded in the heavenly books. Every sleepless night has been noticed. Every moment of pain has been transformed into a seed for your future blessing. Nothing has been wasted. You are asking, Lord, what should I do now? And I say, return to me. Speak to me as you once did. Do not be afraid of my anger, fear separation from me instead. Pray without hesitation, even if your words tremble. Confess your doubts, your mistakes, your exhaustion. I already know them. I do not want perfection, I want surrender. I do not want religion, I want your heart, my child. I am warning you, the time is short. Heaven's records are being reviewed. The angels have reported everything. Your name is there, surrounded by light, but also marked by pending assignments. There are things I asked you to do, acts of kindness, forgiveness, or faith, that you still haven't done. Do not delay them anymore. Every act of obedience will unlock a new layer of blessings. Every moment of surrender brings you closer to the destiny that is waiting for you. I know you feel tired. I know you sometimes doubt your strength. But you are stronger than you think, for my Spirit lives within you. You have survived what others couldn't. You have endured storms that were meant to break you. You have carried pain that could have crushed you. And yet you are still here, breathing, reading, seeking. That means I am not done with you. The angels are preparing something that will surprise you soon, a divine turnaround, a sudden shift, a miracle that will erase years of sorrow. But before that can happen, I must cleanse your spirit of everything that keeps you bound. Let go of grudges. Let go of pride. Let go of your need to control what is already in my hands. Trust me. When you trust, heaven moves instantly, my beloved. The reason I sound urgent is because there is a spiritual gate that is closing soon, an opportunity window that will not open again for a while. If you obey me now, if you pray now, if you choose faith now, everything that was delayed will be released. But if you ignore this message again, if you keep living as if I am not speaking, then you will feel the weight of divine silence, not because I have abandoned you, but because I will step back until you call on me again. This is your chance to reset your destiny. Heaven is waiting for your decision. Archangel Michael is ready to move the moment you say yes. The blessings that were withheld will begin to flow. The people meant to help you will appear. The opportunities that vanished will reappear. The storm that surrounded you will clear, and peace will reign in your life. I want you to close your eyes now and whisper, God, I'm sorry. I return to you. That small act will open a spiritual floodgate. I will fill you with peace so deep that it will heal even the wounds you never spoke about. I will restore relationships, finances, and health. I will restore your inner light. I will give you dreams again, but this time, they will be clear and filled with direction. Do not be afraid. My anger is only for a moment, but my mercy endures forever. What I want is your attention, not your punishment. I want your heart, not your perfection. When I say your name is mentioned in heaven, it is not only because of judgment, it is also because of destiny. You are being considered for promotion, for divine favor, for recognition that will change your entire life, but I cannot elevate what you refuse to surrender. I cannot bless what you still hide in fear. So open your heart completely. Forgive those who wounded you. Release those who betrayed you. Trust me again, even if the path looks dark. The light you seek will not appear until you start walking. Remember, my anger is love trying to awaken you. It is heaven's alarm bell reminding you that time is precious. Do not waste another day living below your divine potential. The world needs what I placed inside you. The people around you are waiting for your light. You were born to break chains, to heal others, to lead with compassion and truth. My child, this is not a coincidence that you're reading these words now. I orchestrated this moment because heaven cannot remain silent any longer. Your name has been spoken before the throne, and I have chosen to give you another chance to align with your calling. Do not ignore it this time. Pray, repent, believe, and move forward in faith. Soon you will see miracles unfold. Healing in your body, unexpected favor, divine connections, and peace that passes all understanding. The storm is ending, but your obedience will determine how quickly the sun rises again. Remember, I am not far away, I am right beside you, waiting for your response. Heaven has paused to hear your answer. Will you open your heart? Will you trust me completely? Say yes, my beloved. Whisper it. Feel the warmth of my presence surround you. You are safe. You are loved. You are chosen. This is your divine moment. Do not delay. Open your heart now. I am here. I am listening. I am ready to bless you beyond measure, but you must choose me before time runs out. God says, I have called your name in heaven, and the